Hey, I wanted to make a video that explains a lot of the projects that I'm working on and the things that are coming out for the rest of the year, because I don't think I do a particularly good job of letting people actually know what's going on. I've got a lot going on, but it's kind of this ambiguous mush of stuff, and I'm in a bunch of bands, and I want to kind of explain these bands. So I have a group of pals, and a lot of them are in the Levin group, which is the band in which I write music all by myself and bring it into the band, and my friends and we perfect it, improve it, and perform it live and make albums. And we've been together in various formations since 2007, and that's been like one of the greatest sources of joy in my life, just having that much space to write and create my own music. I'm also in a group called Bent Knee, in which I do a good amount of writing, but we all write. Everyone in the group writes, and we all work together in the arrangements and every little detail of the music. And additionally, members of those two bands have their own bands, like I have Ben Levin Group, and the keyboard player in Ben Levin Group has his own band. His name's Josh Friedman. He has a band called That One-Eyed Kid. And the bassist in Bent Knee, Jessica Kine, she has her own band called Justice Cap. And the drummer in Bent Knee / the percussionist in Ben Levin Group, he's got his own band called Mr. Gavin's Meat Farm. And the drummer in Ben Levin Group's got his own band called If So, So What. And there's just a lot of different projects, and I'm involved in all of them, with the exception of If So, So What, but I'll be involved with that in the future. And I play in all of them, and so basically all of these people that I am in bands with, I'm in their bands too, and it's sort of this collective, this sort of sharing we have of different people's creative space, and that's sort of how my life works. Outside of making videos for this channel, I basically spend most of my time rehearsing and playing with those people. And so I wanted to tell you a little bit of what's coming out with each of these groups. So first of all, I'm going to do this in chronological order. So first, what's happening is on Wednesday, on June 4th, I'm starting a 5-week tour with Bent Knee. We just, I'm wearing this shirt. That's a coincidence, actually. I usually don't do things like this, but it's check it out. Bent Knee is going on tour for 5 weeks. We're promoting our new album, Shiny Eyed Babies. We just got our Kickstarter funded, and we're going to be going throughout the U.S. We're going up the north of the U.S., then all the way to the west coast, up to Canada. We're playing at the Campbell Bay Music Festival, I think that's what it's called. We're playing a festival there. Then we're going to be touring down the west coast and coming back. It's a route we've taken a couple times. I usually go through the Midwest and then up the West Coast and then back, but this will be our sixth tour as a full group. And then if you count the one where I toured with them in Japan, which was as a trio, so it was with not with the full band, but as a trio, this will be our 7th tour together. And then so we're doing that. That's going to be, obviously it's going to be a huge thing in my life. It's the longest tour I've ever done, and it's the longest tour we've ever done, and the album is sounding amazing, and we're releasing that, so that's incredible, and that's what's going on right now. And then in August, I'm going on tour with That One-Eyed Kid, which is you might have seen him in some videos. He's actually only got one eye. He's the keyboard player from Ben Levin Group's band, and it's beautiful, personal pop music. And we've got That One-Eyed Kid has an album coming out in August, and we're touring for that in August. So that's going to be really cool. And then in the fall, September, October-ish, it's hard to be sure just because I want to really do this right. Ben Levin Group's got Freak Machine coming out, which I've been talking about for a very long time. It's a piece that I wrote in 2010, 2009, and that we've been perfecting for years and years, and we've recorded it, and now we're making the mix really ridiculous, and we've got a whole bunch of really insane videos coming out for that. And so that's going to be in the fall, and we're going to tour for that. We'll probably hit the West Coast and the East Coast. Justice Cow, which is the bassist from Bentley's band, we've been consistently releasing videos on her channel, and they're very funny, and we play comedy shows, and we've got an album coming out this year as well. And Mr. Gavin's Meat Farm is kind of reforming into a new instrumentation, and kind of at phase 2 of its development, and trying to find like a lot of new sounds and new ways to perform live. And we do a lot of free improv and interesting stuff. The leader of the band likes to pull my hair and push me around a lot, and it's funny. I'm also looking forward to scoring my first feature-length film called Gold Star. I'll have more details on that in the future. Oh yeah, and I just put out a video with Bentley that I worked really hard on that didn't come on this channel, that I made with my grandfather, and it's very special to me, so I'll link to that below. That's pretty much what's going on for the rest of the year, and it's a lot of stuff. I just wanted to make a video that talks about it because I have to assume that someone out there cares, because you guys have been writing a lot of really nice comments on these videos, and I've been getting a lot of subscribers. It's just absolutely, like, it's so satisfying and so touching to know that these things that I care so much about are actually reaching people and positively affecting your lives, you know, and positive, just even if it's a glimmer of what it does for me, even if a glimmer of that works for you, then, you know, it's like, I'm just so glad to not be selfish, and to not be just the only one enjoying it, but to be sharing it and like having other people enjoy it. It's an incredible feeling. And I want to also mention, for as far as Dr. Levin goes, because I think that's probably the most popular stuff I do is educational material. We've got a lot of that in the works too. I'm obviously finishing the Music Theory from the Ground Up series. I've got a new one of those coming out this month, and I've got an instructional DVD in the works, but I have limited details on that for now, but that is a real thing. Alright, so thank you for lasting this long, and I hope that was not too confusing, and that I did a good job explaining it, and that you have an excellent summer.
Trying to find the words that'll lead you to me. I've heard you like seagulls, wanna go dissect some. I heard you like mammals, made a fur coat from them. I heard you like I'm naughty, so I punched your stomach. I heard you like my body, so let's go get undressed.